These highlights are brought to you by Eastern Propane, your local hometown propane dealer. Call 827-3000 or go to easternpropane.com.
Tenafly's first possession, they try a draw play on 3rd and long, but Mike Gray drills the runner for a loss, and the Tigers punt. Kittatinny immediately goes to work. Kyle Hayes rolls out right. He keeps the ball around the end. He takes it down the sideline. That's a 25-yard gain. Now 4th and inches for the Cougars at the 15. Hayes on the quarterback sneak picks it up and moves the chains. And the Cougars go on to score. Richie Joseph taking it in from 1 yard away. Kittatinny jumps out to a 7-0 lead just 4 minutes into the game. The Cougars get the ball back. They face a 4th down. The punt snap here is bad, and Hayes decides to throw the ball, but no one is expecting it. Tenafly takes over at the Cougars' 25. But 4 plays net the Tigers 0 yards. Kevin Ryan, the nice deflection on the 4th down pass, and Kittatinny gets the ball right back. The Cougars move out to midfield. On 4th and 1, they go for it. They try to run Hayes to the outside, but Tenafly makes the defensive stop, and they take over on downs again. Second quarter, Tenafly looks to take advantage this time. They face a 4th and 1 themselves, and running back Brian Sherman picks it up. And the Tigers go on to score. Quarterback Greg Shadick, a good play fake. Then he finds Zach Krauscher ahead of 3 defenders. The 20-yard TD pass tying this game 7-7. Late in the half, Kittatinny takes over after a punt. On 3rd and 6, they run a screen pass to Kevin Ryan. He breaks a tackle and gets the first down. Another 3rd down for Kittatinny. Kyle Hayes decides to keep it himself on this play, and he picks up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now it's 4th and 10 for the Cougars. They decide to go for it. Hayes finds Ryan over the middle and hits him perfectly in the end zone. 17 yards for the score. 14-7 Kittatinny at the half. Third quarter, Greg Shadick steps away from pressure on this play, delivers a pass downfield to James Doherty, but Mike Crisafulli then knocks the ball away for the fumble. Kyle Hayes picks it up for Kittatinny and takes it back across midfield. The Cougars start to move the ball, but then on this play, the runner fumbles as he tries for extra yardage, and Tenafly gets it right back. And 4th quarter, here come the Tigers. Greg Shadick steps out of a potential sack, then takes off down the sideline. He'll finally be forced out of bounds after a big 25-yard gain into Cougar territory. 3rd and 9 for Tenafly. They set up a beautiful screen pass here to Brian Sherman, and he takes it all the way down inside the 2-yard line, setting up 1st and goal for the Tigers. It took 3 plays, but the Tigers did finally score on Sherman's 1-yard plunge, and this game is tied at 14 with 8 minutes left. The Cougars look to put together a drive. Richie Joseph fighting for a first down in Tenafly territory on this play. Now Kittatinny faces another 3rd down, but this time the Tigers' defense is there, and the Cougars would be forced to punt. However, Tenafly unable to move the ball either. Connor Schwester coming up with the sack, and this game goes into overtime, tied 14-14. Tenafly gets the ball first in the OT, and they pick up a first down behind hard-running Brian Sherman. Now it's 4th and 1 for the Tigers. They decide to go for it, but Steven Lentini leads the charge, and Kittatinny stops them. A huge play on defense. Now Kittatinny just needs to score to win the game, and on the second play, Kyle Hayes rolls left, then pulls up, and it's a wide-open Mike Crisafulli. Kittatinny wins it in overtime, 20-14 on the TD pass from Hayes to Crisafulli.
The play actually came in wrong, so I wasn't even real sure what the patterns were out there, but it ended up working out. I think the defensive back corner fell, so I just threw it up there, and Crisafulli came down with it.
Made a little move on the corner, was able to find the end zone. Kyle threw the ball right there. Kid fell in front of me. Just kept my eye on the ball. Reeled it in.
We also gave him a little more protection. We X-blocked the tight end, so we wanted to make sure Kyle got to the outside. Still gave him the run option, but, obviously Michael came open deep on that flag pattern, and, Kyle found him.
Kittatinny set up its chance to win when the defense stopped Tenafly on a 4th and 1 on the Tigers' overtime possession.
The defense really stepped it up. They always step it up when they have to, and we have great kids on that D-line, and especially we got Steve Lentini at middle backer, so he's the heart and soul of that defense, and he's, I think, the best linebacker in the league.
The Pope John game just kept on running through my mind. I kept on shouting, this is just like Pope John. We could stop this, and we did. We have a tough goal line defense, and we just proved that today.
Our defense, heart and soul of our team. We live and die on our defense, and we've been faced with it before at Pope John, as you know, and we were determined to get it.
We got penetration, which is big. That's the key on any time they're down that close is penetration. We got a good hit in the backfield, and then we gang tackled it from there, so we did a great job.
The Cougars got a key touchdown just before halftime when Kyle Hayes hit Kevin Ryan on a 4th down play.
Coach just saw something, middle of the field was wide open. He just told me, beat the safety. Kyle made the perfect throw right between 2 defenders, and I just caught it. It was a perfect call.
Actually, the play before, we had run the same thing, and we looked front side, and Hobie was just out of bounds on it. But, we got a call from up top that it looked like the backside patterns were there. So, we got a timeout call, talked about it, and we told Kyle, let's look backside on this one. And, Kevin Ryan made a nice double move out there and got open.
Well, this was hardly an easy win for the Cougars, but they came up big when they needed to at the end.
It was gut check time, all right. They gave us a great game. They played tough. They ran the ball great. They made plays when they had to make plays. But it feels great to win, and it feels good to move on.
I give a lot of credit to Tenafly. They have a good football team. They're aggressive. They're an aggressive front. We've got to go back to the drawing board, work on a few things on our schemes, but got to give our kids credit. We made some plays when we had to today.
Next up in the semifinals, Kittatinny plays Pascack Valley, the team that knocked them out of the playoffs last year.
It's exciting to play them here. We get off that turf. We don't have to drive, so hopefully it'll be a big difference from last year.
We want revenge. We need this game. We want Pascack. I can't even explain it.
You get to this point now, there's 4 teams left in the dance. You're not going to play any slouches now. So we know what we're up against. They did a great job last year. It was a great football game we had down there. It was a game there where we got down a little bit early and then fought our way back, and we had a shot in that one. And so we're going to try to take a look at that tape, see what we did successfully last year, and take a look at some things today, and hopefully we'll play a full 4 quarters next week.